Hi everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing American Horror Story Season 5 Hotel Episode 9. Now we starting off with Will Drake and Countess. They supposed to be getting married and he wants everything to be all glamorous and spectacular. But she's like, you know what, I don't really want all that. I just want something small and intimate. Like, ain't no point in spending all this money since how, I'm here to take all your money. But she don't really say that. So he was like, okay dog, get this together, I'm gonna get your dress together, everything gonna be alright. So she goes over there to Russell Edgington. It's like, okay, boo, I'm going to need you to order my flowers for me for my wedding. And he looked at her like, Heifer, you really think that I'm going to sit here and help you with your wedding after you done killed my man? Do you really think this is what's going to happen? No, this is not going to happen. So I suggest you either get on the phone yourself or you have somebody else that is dead and or alive that is in this hotel that's going to help you because it ain't going to be me. He didn't say that, but I'm paraphrasing. But she did have a lot of gall, nerve, and audacity to ask him, hey, I'm going to need you to get these flowers for me. I know I killed the love of your life like 2-3 days ago, but, we passed that right now, so I'm going to need you to get into work. I'm like, really, Countess? So, y'all, we got these porn folks coming to the Hotel Cortez to, I guess, film their scenes. And Iris, she a new woman now she got turned vampire. So she ain't really having that. It used to be, she get them that key and let them go on about their business. But, she's not against porn. She's just, against it done wrong. If it's done the right way, then okay, cool, sure. So, she gives them their keys and sends them on their merry way. Then you show her going upstairs with her good old slashing knife that I'm assuming she just got real sharp before she went upstairs. So she knocks on the door, immediately slits cameraman's throat. And like the girl, she's screaming, man, he hops up and just pushes woman to the side like, everybody for themselves, and he go run to the bathroom. I don't know what that's gonna do because I'm assuming they are not on the first floor and there is no window in the bathroom where you can hide to, so you basically stuck like Chuck. So the girl sitting there like, no, please don't stab me. And Eris was like, sorry, and just stabs him. And the next thing you know, she's sitting up there draining the blood from the people. And Donovan comes in, it's like, oh snap, mama, you got that life now. I mean, I heard you killed them, hipsters like a few weeks ago, but dang. Meanwhile, we got a dude who hid in the bathroom. He's still alive. I don't know. I guess he thought that somebody was there to come help him. I don't know if he didn't know that Iris was still out there draining folks' blood. But yeah, old dude is in the bathroom. But no, Iris, she's like, she on this new level of things. Like, I've become this new woman. Donovan, he will be very proud of the woman that I have become. She's tired of all these women porn stars thinking that this is the way to have sex, and these men thinking this is how a woman have sex. She just tired of it, and she's going to put it into it at the Hotel Cortez. So we got Miss Evers. She's trying to, warn Will Drake, hey, don't marry Countess because she's going to take all your money. But he's like, I have an ironclad prenup. I'm good. But she was like, no, boo, you going to end up dead. I'm warning you right now. She stole the love of my life. Then she goes on how she wanted to marry James Patrick Mark. She was in love with him, but, he loved the Countess differently. He loved the fact that, she was able to get all the stains out by his clothes after he even killed everybody. But, the love he had for her, is not the same he had for Countess. Countess, she was this, ethereal creature. Not so much, not ethereal, that's not the word I'm looking for, but she was this, elegant creature that he loved. Miss Everett, I love the fact that you can get the stains out of my clothes. But, I don't love you like that. So, Miss Everett, she always got an attitude since Countess stole the love of her life. But she's like, you know what, James? Not James, but Will, when you do die, I'm going to be the one cleaning the blood at your clothes. And when you are dying and you reaching for me, I'm not going to help because remember, you didn't need my help. I'm going to get them stains out your nice, good threads you got on. She going to kill you. She may even kill your boy. But don't come home to me when the time comes. I was like, you better tell Miss Everett you tried to warn that man, and he ain't want to listen. So Donovan takes the male porn star over to Ramona Royale's house, and my first thought was, how did he get this half-naked man tied up in the middle of the day? Sun just as bright as ever. How did he get that man from Hotel Cortez over to Ramona Royale's house without anybody seeing this? This is what I'm trying to figure out. So he's coming there like, hey, I've had to change hard. I realized she wants me back, but I ain't really trying to go back to her. Well, here's us a little sacrifice. We can, she got one of them dialysis machines at her house, so when she get her a victim, she can purify their blood. And he was like, how did you do it? This is like an addiction. How did you get over it? She was like, I was hurt. She killed my man. I was heartbroken off of that. I was heartbroken because she left me. So the only thing I could do was go back to my mom and daddy's house. But by that time, when she been back, it was like 1992. Daddy had dementia. Mama was failing health. Daddy didn't want to go to the doctor. It's like, we got one person sick in the family that we need to focus on. Her mom eventually passed away. And then, like, daddy, he gets beat up, like, during a robbery. So she's like, she want to help her daddy, and she done seen blood that, hey, blood did heal broken bones and did all this stuff. If I give my daddy some of my blood, he'd be fine. But the blood doesn't work. It healed bones and cuts and all that stuff, but it didn't help her daddy. It didn't cure his dementia. It just stopped it from progressing. So now he's just like, he still has dementia. It's just not as far as it could have gone. He's having life everlasting, but he can't go out and feed. So she has to, like, collect blood and feed it to him. And one day she come home, and I don't know who these people were at the house, but he didn't, like, ate like 3 or 4 people, and he just sitting there like he don't even know how he did that. So her only choice was to kill her daddy. And, like, she's like, daddy been stuck like this for like 20 years. He not living. I'm not living. So she breaks free, and she's like, by the time, it's like 2002 by this time when, she had to drown her daddy in a tub. But, like, by then, the internet didn't happen. All her movies she did back in the day is for free, which she mad about that. Like, I worked my tail off, and y'all got my movies out here for free. People recognizing her, and that's when she realized, the breath that she took from her daddy gave her the strength for revenge, and that is what she is here to do. So we have Alex. She's following this pizza delivery guy, and she goes in the house, and it's Measle Boy's house. And him and his whole entire class are there with, like, several bodies of people they done killed. They got the new pizza man there that they fresh killed. They got a few homeless people, a few mamas and daddies. And she was like, what y'all got going on over here? But what, Alex, what did you think was going to happen? Your grown self needed blood to survive. What, you thought you was just going to cure this little boy and it was going to be all hunky-dory? No, but he was like, she's like, okay, y'all need to come back to the Hotel Cortez with me because there are some people there like us that can help. But Measle Boy, I do not remember his name. I should know this by now. Instead of call him Measle Boy, but that's what we gonna call him. He's like, wow, so we can have somebody don't tell us what to do. No, but we good. But she's like, you not good. You got this pizza man who knows your address. They have it in the system. So the police are going to come looking for this man. Then what y'all gonna do? Y'all got all these dead bodies here. A few of the little girls. I was like, you know what? I don't feel good. And she a doctor and she can help us. And he's like, you'll feel better if you go ahead and drink Pizza Man's blood right now. But she's like, I'm not trying to do that. I already killed my mama and daddy. It's like, we killed all our mama and daddies. What you complaining for? But one of the boys was like, look here. The only reason they still alive and they sick is because you like that girl. He's like, don't be putting me out on blast like that, dog. Ain't nobody supposed to know that. But she's like, y'all need to come together and come on. One little boy is like, you broke a rule. You said my name. Now she gotta die. But it's like, Measle Boy's like, hold up. She created all of us. I drank her blood, got better, got y'all sick. Y'all drank my blood. It's a circle, not the circle of life, but we family now, so we can't be killing each other. So, Miss Alex, Dr. Woman, we not going to take your advice. We just going to go somewhere else. But I'm like, Alex, what you think was going to happen once you then got this boy, turned him into a vampire? You thought that was just going to be it? He was going to be fine? That's not what was going to happen. No, he was going to go out and kill folks. And that's exactly what he did. Now it's all over the news that, hey, people been going missing. There may be a few children that saw what's going on. Now the news is involved. See, that's why, maybe you should let him go and all this crazy mess wouldn't be happening. And another thing I forgot to mention is, Alex, you so worried about Measle Boy and his crew of baby vampires. Where your child at? I'm not talking about Holden, I'm talking about Scarlet. Like, what we gonna do with Scarlet? Because you all up in, sniffing Holden's hair and being at the Hotel Cortez with him. Old dude, what's your husband's name? John, he's so into killing folks. Ain't nobody thinking about Scarlet. Like, where's Scarlet at? Like, is she still at the neighbor's house? She at the auntie's house. I mean, where's she at? We not worrying about Scarlet. Because, you know, Alex, she too busy with holding and trying to get these other vampire babies in check. John, he's so into, okay, now I'm a killer now. This is what I need to be doing. Like, ain't nobody worried about Scarlet. Like, where's she at? So it's time to take Countess out. And right when she finna stab her, Donovan just, like, zaps the mess out of Ramona Royale. And I'm like, really? We turning on Ramona Royale? See, Countess that got him feeling good about himself, thinking that they gonna be together forever since they, you know, she love him now. So he's like, okay, this is what we gonna do. We gonna collect all of her enemies. Iris walks in like, dude, what part of the plan was this? We was supposed to kill, you know, Countess. We was supposed to meet you and Ramona was supposed to do that. Like, what's good? He's like, no, we collecting all of her enemies. And Iris like, no, we collecting her enemies. Is that the plan now? Like, man, I thought I got you out of the grips of doggone Countess, and now you done ran back. Like, what's good? So now Ramona Royale, she in some kind of like cage with all kind of lights on it. But I like, is there certain lights to make vampires, you know, see? Because she was just like out walking in the daytime. Meanwhile, we got Countess. She's over there at Valentino's hotel because she didn't hire some private eye to find him, and she thinks she got him to herself. She got to love her life back, so she happy now. And it was kind of like a deja vu type of situation because she there with him, and she done already gave his wife a little credit card, sent her on her way to go shopping. I'm like, I thought you ain't had no money. It's Lil Drake's money we spending because you was playing pole mouth not too long ago. But whatever. She's there with the love of her life now, and she was like telling Valentino basically, if something would happen to your wife, could you go on? Like, I'm already thinking about killing your wife so I can be with you, and yes, I'm gonna be getting married, but you know that's gonna last all of a day and a half. But I'm like, how is this gonna work? Because that's gonna look suspicious. You married this rich man, and your finances are not looking all that well, and he ends up dead the next day. And you get all the money. I don't know how this is gonna work. I don't know how she was able to get some idea to who's gonna officiate this wedding because she's like 152 years old. Like, did she got a new ID, a fake ID? Like, these is the question I'm asking. But as she's leaving the hotel, you know, from the love of her life, we got Donovan sitting down there looking like, oh snap, she got a new boo. She said I was the only one and will be the only one. Is she playing me? What's going on? So the Countess and Will get married, and you know this is the part where the minister is like, does anybody object? Russell Edge was like, I object because she's a heartless, soulless bitch. That's why. She's like, oh, he's just being funny. He's had a few drinks. He's just here because I need a witness. I'm like, you better do. He didn't have no qualms. He's like, I don't even care right now. She could slit my throat. I don't care. Like, I don't want her getting married. She don't need to be happy because I'm not happy. Meanwhile, after they done got married and she's like, okay, I'm finna change and then we're gonna go on our honeymoon. This is when James Patrick Marks decides to be messy because, you know, he loved the Countess and he ain't really feeling her getting married. So this is what happened. Will Drake is at the bar. James Patrick Marks comes up, you know, strike a conversation. Somehow son came in. It's like, yeah, she loves my son. It's like, oh, I'm not talking about that son. So him being the messy person he is and mad, he takes Will upstairs to see Bartholomew. Now y'all know Bartholomew, it has a face only a mother could love. So it, you know, that room all dark. So Will goes there and it's like, what the hell is that? Like, that can't be real. Like, that's her baby, and she got the nerve to be mad that don't nobody think Bartholomew's old ugly tail She's like, I was gonna love your son. How come you ain't love my son? Like, she knocks him over the head. I about felt like it's like, you think I'm gonna love that ugly looking creature thing? That thing was all kinds of wrong. So she bashed him over the head. He comes to in that same room where Ramona Royale is at. So she's like, all right, I need you to help me out. So he helps her out of the little cage thing that she's in. And he's like running up and down the hall. It's like, I can't get out of here. What's going on? I need help. So he's like, oh my goodness, we're going to starve. And she's like, we're not going to starve. I'm finna to eat. And she slashes his throat. I don't know where she got this weapon from, but she drains him dry. Meanwhile, we got Countess over here looking at everything on closed circuit TV. So now she gonna have both of her dead husbands roaming the halls of this hotel. And this is when Mrs. Evers, ever so coyly, comes up and just smiles at him like, I told you was gonna die, but you ain't want to listen. And he's like reaching for her like, help, stop this woman from feasting off of me. And she just looking like, I wonder what kind of start time I use to clean this out. Should I use bleach or color safe bleach? What shall I do? So yeah, that was the gist going on. If I left anything out, by all means leave a comment or a video response. And like always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.